Let's look at this phone first. Such a pristine appearance, almost on par with a factory new device. The only sign of use might be just a tiny bit of dust in the charging port. If I didn't repair phones every day, I wouldn't have believed this is a 6-year-old phone. Meanwhile, I pull out my own battle-scarred iPhone 11 from my pocket. You really can't compare the two without feeling the pain. This phone's battery has been working for 6 years and now shows the service message, its battery health has dropped to 75%, so the battery life is unimpressive. But that's normal. 6 years is a long time. It would be strange if the battery was still at full capacity. Now is a good time to check your own phone's battery health. See what percentage you're at. Our viewer wants to replace this phone's battery with an original one to restore its battery life for another 2 or 3 years of use. Of course, I have original batteries on hand. I've replaced quite a few for folks in my videos. But did you know, there are so many fake batteries nowadays that you might pay for an original but end up with a counterfeit original? Nobody wants to go through that, so I've carefully gathered a few tips to show you how to tell if the battery you've replaced is really original. All the key points are in today's video, so give it a like and save it. You might need it in the future. We slice through the remaining frame adhesive, which is still quite elastic, and gently open the screen. We're greeted by a very clean interior. It's no wonder people say you can tell a person's personality by their phone. It's tidy, an iPhone 11. That's never been repaired before, giving a nice impression. We protect the Face ID assembly with a cover and continue disassembling. Meanwhile, I need to remind you again. Once an iPhone has been disassembled or repaired by a third party, it will no longer be eligible for official Apple service. We remove the screen, and now we're at the battery, a single drop of alcohol, a slight pry with the spudger, and the battery is out in no time. So smooth, right? Next, we clean off the remaining battery adhesive. Although the phone looked practically new on the outside, the old battery adhesive strips reveal the phone's age. We can see these white strips have basically lost their stickiness after all these years, dried up and difficult to remove. The black adhesive you see around the edges is the phone's original waterproof seal, which is also seriously deteriorated. All these traces of time remind me that this is indeed a 6-year-old device, and I'm no longer the clueless apprentice I once was. If you like this video, please send me some TikTok gifts. Thank you. Once the cleanup is done, we can replace the battery. To determine if it's an original Apple battery, first look at the outer packaging. It must be one of those official uniform small white boxes with a serial number. When you open it, there should be a set of new original screws included. And then the battery itself, the Apple iPhone 11 original battery that our viewer requested. The battery also has a serial number printed on it. Let's zoom in. There it is. It must match the serial number on the packaging exactly. If they don't match, you've got a counterfeit. So do your due diligence and compare the serial numbers. After all, replacing an original battery can cost a few $100, and you don't want to waste money. We use a battery press roller to ensure the new battery sticks firmly to the housing. Gently pull off the double-sided adhesive, remove the white positioning frame, and then disconnect the battery flex cable. The installation of the original battery is now complete. If you like this video, please send me some TikTok gifts. Thank you. We then apply a brand new iPhone 11 specific waterproof seal around the housing, giving the phone's assembly a perfect finish. Of course, before we can reinstall the screen, we have to clean off any leftover adhesive from it as well. It has to be this clean before it's ready. Some people silently watch, but they'll secretly like, comment, share, repost, and follow. They're so wonderful. If you like this video, please send me some TikTok gifts. Thank you. We take the new screws included with the original battery, reattach the two covers, and listen to that crisp torque sound. If you like this video, please send me some TikTok gifts. Thank you. After confirming everything is properly installed, we gently peel away the protective film on the waterproof seal and close the screen. If you like this video, please send me some TikTok gifts. Thank you. We put it into the waterproof seal press to complete a perfect compression. Finally, we screw in the two bottom screws, signaling a successful reassembly. Some people just silently watch, but secretly like, comment, share, repost, and follow. They're really lovely. Surprisingly, after the repair, the phone's water resistance seems to have been restored. A 6-year-old device still offering near original water protection. Isn't that worth a like? Next, we run the post-repair diagnostic. We insert the data cable and simultaneously press the volume up and down buttons, wait for the Apple logo to appear, then release the buttons, and the phone enters diagnostic mode. Regardless of whether you replace the battery or the screen, if you use an official Apple part, you have to run this diagnostic after the repair. That's because official components are encrypted. Only after running the diagnostic can the new original parts be paired with your device's main board. The most direct result is what you see here. After diagnostics, the battery status reads genuine Apple part. Going into the battery menu, we see the health is now 100%. That's what happens with a brand new original battery. We check the repair order page, and there's a repair reference number. See it? Take note, because it's an official reference that can be looked up. If you're not sure whether you've got a genuine battery, you can copy that repair ID on the Apple website. You'll know immediately. Finally, We help our viewer clean the dust from the mesh over the earpiece. See the difference before and after cleaning? Makes you realize your own phone might be filthy. Time for a cleanup. Even the charging port yields a little surprise, a bunch of lint. This is just from storing your phone in your jacket or jeans pockets over time, especially in winter with sweaters and coats. Dust accumulates. You can do a cleaning yourself. You might be shocked by what you find. The repair is finished, and here's the viewer's old battery. Previously, when you replaced an original battery, Apple required you to send the old one back. Now, that's no longer necessary, so we'll package it up and send it back to the viewer. There's a saying that everything happens for a reason, and another that says if something unusual happens, there must be a trick behind it. So why did Apple stop taking back old batteries? If you enjoy my videos, please tap that follow button. If you have any phone-related questions, feel free to ask me.